Shalom, all praises, honor, and glory belongs to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kotash. Double honors unto the elders and to the apostles of Great and Stone, and salutations to the old elect, the men that are pushing this truth in the four corners and the highways and byways. Once again, all praises, honor, and glory belong to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kotash. Alright, this is your brother Yakal, and this lesson, this lesson gonna be entitled give not thy strength to a woman. All right, give not thy strength to a woman. Because brothers in the truth, have one woman. Some brothers don't have a woman, and then there are brothers that have more than one woman. All right, and either way, it's an easy thing, for a brother to give his strength to a woman. Why? Because if you don't have a woman, you spend time thinking about getting a woman. Your desire, your lust, your burning will be towards a woman. All right, even your zeal, and then if you do have woman or women, all right, you could spend time doing things for them, going after their desire, their lust, trying to please them, and neglect the truth. All right, and spend less time with doing the things that are pleasing to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. All right, so hopefully this lesson is edifying. Let's start this off with Proverbs chapter 31. I read from verse 30. Proverbs 31, I read from verse 1. It says, the words of King Lemuel, the prophecy that his mother taught him. What, my son? What the son of my womb? And what the son of my vows? Give not thy strength unto women, nor thy ways unto that which destroyeth kings. Alright, so the scripture is saying plainly, give not thy strength to a woman. Alright, and when you look up that word strength, it go back to your energy, your essence, and you don't give that to a woman. You got men that are changing, their manliness, so to speak, just so that they could be with a woman. All right, making so-called compromises. All right, because that's Esau's word. Esau's bullshit. They say that you got to make compromises. And then you giving your strength for a woman. All right, things that you wouldn't want to do. All of a sudden you want to do them just because of a woman. You're changing who you are just because of a woman. You may not even want to stand up in the street, just because you don't want a woman to see you out there. All right, so don't give your strength to a woman. You know, um, look at this. And this is first Ezra chapter 4 and first Ezra 4. I read from verse first Ezra 4, and I read from verse 14. It says, O ye men, is it not the king great, nor the multitude of men, neither is it wine that excelleth. Who is it then that ruleth them, or had the lordship over them? Are they not women? You see? And this was if I could remember correctly, these were three men that were in captivity, under Darius. All right, and they came up with the idea of writing wise words to the king so that he could give them their desire. All right, and one spoke of woman, one spoke of wine, and one spoke of the king being the greatest. All right, it says, O ye men, it is not the king great, nor the multitude of men, neither is it wine that excelleth. Who is it then that ruleth them, or had the lordship over them? Are they not women? Women have borne the king and all the people that bear rule by sea and land. Even of them came they, and they nourished them up that planted the vineyard, from whence the wine cometh. These also make garments for men. These bring glory unto men, and without women cannot men be. and men knowing that, the glory is in the woman, you know, they go out to the reach, all right, to please that woman so that, that woman could be with them to give them that glory, all right, because when you rolling with, or when you with a certain type of woman, all right, there's a way that other men look at you, all right. There's a way that men react when you speak, all right. And with that said, it's with the respect of, men give you that respect, right? When you're able to get whichever woman you want, all right. When you're able to have a certain type of woman, other men see you as someone respectable, and that's why men give this the strength to women, just so that they can have some respect, or uh, glory, so to speak, in the world. All right, it says, um, yeah, if men have gathered together gold and silver, or any other godly thing, do they not love a woman which is comely, in favor and beauty, and letting all those things go, do they not gape, and even with open mouth fix their eyes fast on her? And have not all men more desire unto her than unto silver or gold, or any goodly thing whatsoever? So imagine, a man that, went in toil all year, for gold and silver, and as soon as he see a woman, you know, he just drop all that gold and have his eyes fixed on her, like, wow, you know. And that's simple-minded men that do such, that's simple-minded men that would actually put a woman over their essence, all right, over their being, all right. It says, um and letting all those things go, do they not gape, and with open mouth fix their eyes fast on her, and have not all men more desire unto her than fine silver or gold, or any goodly thing whatsoever? A man leaveth his father, his own father that brought him up, and his own country, and cleave unto his wife. You see, men have no remembrance of the father, the country, of certain things that they went through, all right, back in the world, you know. But when it comes to a woman, a man will put a woman on a pedestal over his own parents. A man would prefer a woman over his own mother and father. You know, it says, a man leaveth his own father that brought him up, and his own country, and cleave unto his wife. He sticketh not, to spend his life with his wife. He won't even give second thought, to leave his father and mother and cleave to his wife. You know, it says, and remember it neither father nor mother nor country. By this also ye must know that women have dominion over men, over you. Do you not labor and toil and bring and give all to the woman? You see, men will go out there, blood, sweat, and tears, to earn, and then bring it all and give it to a woman. All right, men would put themselves in a situation of neediness, of lack, just for a woman. All right, this man giving them their strength to a woman. All right, and that's why you know King Lemuel's mother, in Proverbs 31, she said, hey, don't give your strength to a woman, because she being a woman, she know of these things. These are the things that destroy a man. All right, and we being men of the Lord, you know we shouldn't be destroyed by a woman. All right, it says, yeah, a man taketh his sword and goeth his way to rob and to steal, to sail upon the sea and upon rivers, and looketh upon a lion and goeth in the darkness, and when he had stolen spoil, and rob, he bringeth it to his love. You know, men would put their lives in danger just for a woman. All right, men would rob, steal just because they want to please a woman. You know, you see all these men stealing and being locked up. You know why? Because they got some sort of nigga bitch. You know, always rowing in the ears saying that she ain't got this and she ain't got that and she want this and she want that. And he being a simple man, will go steal. He will go rob just to please that woman. All right. It says, um, and looketh upon a lion and goeth in darkness, and when he had stolen, spoiled, and robbed, he bringeth it to his love. You know, wherefore a man loveth his wife better than the father or mother. Yea, many there be that have run out of their wits for women, and have become servants for their sakes. You know, a man will run out of his wits, out of his way, out of his reach, put himself in all sorts of expenses, just for a woman. All right, you will be accustomed to eating 2 meals a day, you know. But when a woman pops up, you want to feed her 5 meals a day, you know, and you do all sorts of things, you know. You would say, growing up, you don't want anything to do, with being a soldier or a police. But for a woman, you would be a soldier or police, you know. You just run out your way for the woman. All right, it says, "Ye many there be that have run out of their wits for women, and have become servants for their sakes." You know, become a servant unto her. All right, everything that she want, everything that she desire, you will go and bring it, you know, to her. Your energy, your time, you know, it's like if you only live for her. All right, um, this is Romans. Yeah, Romans. Yeah, this is Romans chapter 6, verse 16. It says, "Know ye not that to whom ye yield yourselves servants to obey, his servants ye are to whom ye obey." All right, whether of sin unto death or of obedience unto righteousness. All right, but the point is that know ye not what whose servants ye are to whom ye obey. Whomever you yield yourselves to obey, his servants you are. All right, and men yield themselves servants to obey a woman. Simple-minded niggas would yield themselves servants to obey a woman. All right, just to please a woman. You know, um, it says, many also have perished, have erred and sinned for women. Many there be. All right, they didn't say a few, but many there be that have perished and erred. Meaning go against the Most High. All right, going against the Most High, sinning, committing all sorts of acts, adultery being, right up there, just for a woman, all right, because she looked good, you would break the commandments of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, just for a piece of ass, all right. It says, "And now do ye not believe it is not the king great in power? Do not all regions fear him, fear to touch him?" And that's the thing back in the days, and even today you can see that, um when a president, comes through, everyone, stand afar off. We have bodyguards, you know, and back in those days, you would even fear to look a man in the eye, all right, much less a king, you know. It says, "And now do ye not believe," Salakia, it says, "and do not all the regions fear to touch him? Yet did I see him and Apam, the king's concubine, the daughter of the admirable Barticus, sitting at the right hand of the king, and taking the crown from the king's head, and setting it upon her own head. She also struck the king with her left hand." All right, and it's showing that, even a concubine, not even a woman of his own nation, You know, they have that dominion over simple-minded men. All right, that she would take the crown off of the king's head. You know, whereas mighty men, men of valor, they would even fear to touch the king. But this bitch, you know, she had the audacity to actually take the crown off of his head, and then even went as far as to slap the king. You know, and that's showing you that if you give your strength to a woman, that's how she gonna step on your cards. You know, she gonna push buttons. You know, just to see the type of man you are. All right. It says, and setting it upon her own head, she also struck the king with her left hand. And yet for all this the king gaped and gazed upon her with open mouth. If she laughed upon him, he laughed also. But if she took any displeasure at him, the king was fain to flatter. You know, like niggas, you know, like you know, you had like a bad relationship, a breakup. You know, you feel like if the war gonna end, you know, just because this bitch ain't wanna talk to you no more. You know, and that's when you give your strength to a woman. All right. It says that that if she laughed, if she laughed upon him, he laughed also. But if she took any displeasure at him, meaning, you know, if she was supposed to get upset with him, you know, if she was supposed to get upset or give him any silent treatment, so to speak, you know, it says the king was fain to flatter that she might reconcile to him again. You know, he would do anything just to have this woman, you know, uh, uh, in a place where, you know, she's where they are good, so to speak. You know, where they're at ease, at peace. You know, she said she wants some money, and he say he ain't get no money, and she just make up her face, you know, and try to cry, you know, that baby shit. You know, the king would be like, all right, come, you know. It says, O ye men, how can it be? But women should be strong, seeing they do thus. All right. It says, O ye men, how can it be? But women should be strong, seeing they do thus. You know, woman knowing that she's able, you know, to do certain things to a man. All right, and he allows it. They take that strength. They take that dominion to themselves. All right, just knowing that they can do certain things, they would do it all the time. All right, that's why, you know, the name of this lesson is don't give your strength to a woman. All right, don't even, scripture say give the water no passage. All right, let me see if I can pull that. Yeah, Sirach 25 verse 25, it says, give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to guard abroad. All right, so don't give the water no passage, meaning, you know, don't give a woman, you know, that opportunity to disrespect you. All right, to go against your rulership. All right, because we are lords over these women. All right, and as soon as you give the water some passage, guess what? It gonna burst. You know, it gonna break the dam and it gonna overflow. You know, that's why a woman, you know, they're subtle creatures. All right, the first time they do something or the first time they come against you, you know, it's gonna be something small. All right, and if you allow it, guess what? They're gonna do it again, but this time they're gonna step up the game. And if you allow that another time, all right, and every time they do it, it's gonna be of a greater magnitude. You know, until a time where it's just, hey, this nigga ain't shit. I do whatever I want. You know, that's how bitches think. All right. Um, and bitch just means a shameless dog. All right. And the scriptures say that a shameless woman shall be counted as a dog. All right. So us calling these women bitches is according to the scriptures. The scriptures call shameless women bitches. You know. So don't give these bitches your strength. You see. Um, Here it says, we get Kings And scripture say that the many have erred because of a woman. All right, and one of such examples was with King Solomon. All right, being the wisest to live, the wisest king. All right, the wisest man. You know, he sinned because of a woman. You know, and this is First Kings chapter 11 and verse 1. All right, but King Solomon loved many strange women, together with the daughter of Pharaoh, women of the Moabites, Ammonites, Edomites, Sidonians, and Hittites. All right, of the nation concerning which the Lord said unto the children of Israel, Ye shall not go into them, neither shall they come in unto you. For surely they shall turn away your heart after the gods. Solomon clave unto these in love. All right. Let me see the point. Um, yeah, it says, for it came to pass when Solomon Salakia, First Kings 11, continue on, verse 3, it says, and he had 700 wives, princesses, and 300 concubines, and his wives turned away his heart. All right, his wives turned away his heart or his mind from the Lord. All right, from the law, statutes, and commandments. That he would go unto another god. All right, a god which the Lord said that we should abhor. All right, it says, for it came to pass when Solomon was old that his wives turned away his heart after other gods, and his heart was not perfect with the Lord his God, as was the heart of David his father. All right, for Solomon went after Ashtoreth, the goddess of the Zidonians, and after Mil Milcom, the abomination of the Ammonites. And Solomon did evil in the sight of Yahweh, and went not fully after Yahweh, as did David his father. And why was his heart turned away? Because of a woman. Because he seek the things of this world for a woman. All right. Um. Yeah. It said then did Solomon build an high place for Chemosh, the abomination of Moab, in the hill that is before Jerusalem, for Molech, the abomination of the children of Ammon, and likewise did he for all his strange wives, which burnt incense and sacrificed unto other gods, unto their gods. All right, now the law says in Deuteronomy, all right, I believe it's 4 and 7, that we shouldn't take these nations to marry, all right, not the wife, not for a husband, all right. But um, the point is that because of a woman, because you're seeking the things to please your woman, and if you give your strength to a woman, you're gonna go against the law. You're gonna go against the Lord and His commandments. All right, and this is I get that to prove, or to fully convey the point. This is First Corinthians chapter 7. Let me get it. Yeah, it says, um, scripture say in First Corinthians that he that is unmarried, seek the things of the Yahweh, and how you may please the Lord. But he that is married, seek the things of this world, how he may please his wife. All right. Um, you know, Slovakia. Yeah, this is First Corinthians chapter 7 and verse. Well, let me mark it. All right, First Corinthians chapter 7 and verse 32. It says, "But I would have you without carefulness, all right, or concern. He that is unmarried careth for the things, careth for the things that belong to the Lord, or we may please the Lord." You know, and men in this truth, that are without a woman, they tend to eat more. All right, they tend to want to be around the brothers more. All right, to you know study more, watch more videos. All right, and just really want to be or really want to do the things of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. All right, and that's sincere brothers, because they got single men in the truth that they're not doing the things of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, or they're not really fulfilling the scripture, so to speak. All right, and it says, and one of the reasons why is because they give in the strength to woman. They spend their time thinking about getting a woman. All right, but the point is that verse 32 it says, "But I would have you without carefulness. He that is unmarried cared for the things that belong to Yahweh, or we may please the Lord. But he that is married cared for the things that are of the world, or we may please his wife." Because when you get a woman, then you start thinking that you know, you have to spend certain time. All right, then you start saying that, hey, this day is for my wife. You know, you start wanting to get a car. Getting certain things in this world. Certain clothes. You start dressing a certain way. All right, why? Because you're seeking things of this world to please a woman. All right. And if you really give your strength to a woman, guess what? You're gonna break the commandments of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, just so that you can please this woman. All right. And this year, being the year of Karagma, all right, where Esau is gonna push the mark of the beast heavily. Guess what? You could take the chip just so that you could please a woman, just so that you could be able to buy food, you know, and do certain transactions, for that woman. All right, and that's backing up, and that scripture is going back to First Kings, where Solomon, all right, where Solomon built the groves and the shrines for the daughters of these other nations, for the Ammonites and the Moabites. Why? Because he saw the things of this world to please his wives, or to please his concubines. All right. So if you were to give your strength to a woman, guess what? You're gonna fail. A woman. Scripture say that many have erred and perished. They were destroyed. All right. And in this market, the beast, and the time that we're coming into, giving your strength to a woman is a no-no. All right. It's not profitable. It's not expedient. Not one bit. You see. Let me get one more precept and close this out. Because we've seen the prophecies come to pass. All right, we've seen all these scriptures, being fulfilled. Yeah, it says, Matthew chapter 6, verse 33. "But seek ye first the kingdom of the Most High and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you." You know, seek the kingdom of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right, where the scriptures say that the kingdom is within us, and how we're gonna start with us, with these scriptures, with that mindset. All right, and all these things shall be added unto you. You know, obedient woman. All right, which in there really isn't any Sarah or Rebecca in these last days or in this latter time. But there are certain things that a woman could do, or really to try to play her part. All right, so the Lord will give you your desire, if you seek him first. All right, so with that, don't give your strength to a woman. Hopefully this video was edifying. Shalom.